We're in. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Undersampled Radio episode
83.
There it is.
There has been a small correction to the numbers.
Oh, yes. Our editor
280.
published an episode, I believe. That was totally on purpose, totally planned. That is what they call in the business a canned episode. We'll have that for a rainy day. So prepare yourselves. You may notice that my background surroundings are different today.
Yeah, what's going on?
Oh, not too much. I just changed the lighting in our office.
Where are you?
I am at Expero's Women in Tech Hackathon at Capital Factory. As you can see.
What is Capital Factory?
Teams. It's a co-working space and an incubator. So they have this giant room that you can see behind me downstairs. They have classrooms for rent, and they have a big co-working space upstairs in this building. And they were kind enough to allow us to come in and build some cool stuff this weekend.
Yeah, awesome. So Expero is hosting.
Yes.
Yeah. And are there any other companies involved?
There are a few organizations who have helped us promote this event, and we're going to go speak with some of them later. You may remember Caitlin Huden from our previous episodes, who's grinning at me from across the room. So we'll go talk to Caitlin in a little bit. And she is obviously part of Our Ladies Austin, as we recall.
Right.
They're here today. Women in Data Science is here. And we also have Women in Product here today.
What's that?
These are all, actually, I'm not going to spoil it, but they are all groups who are working on the common goal of promoting women in their various STEM fields. I will let the organizers tell you about that when I go walk around.
All right, awesome. And so what's the stage like? What stage are you at right now? I mean, it's Sunday midday, so I guess you're wrapping it up later on this afternoon. And you started what, yesterday?
Yes, indeed. So the teams are working. By the way, I didn't say the theme, which is machine learning as a product. So we are working. The teams are working on building productizable widgets or whatever that have machine learning enabled features of some sort.
Yeah. So what'll happen?
Oh, okay. So some people are extending existing products.
I think everything is from scratch. The difference here is that we're really focusing on presentations being around something that is a product or productizable or product plan with a roadmap, maybe. So we're definitely not only accepting code submissions. I think we're going to do cool stuff from teams with Lego block presentations and stuff. So it's going to be cool.
Yeah, awesome.
But yeah, we're halfway through Sunday, and teams are pretty much heads down working, trying to get some final code written before they start really working on those presentations.
Yeah, right. So how long have they got left today?
We're going to start, we're going to cut everyone off at 3 o'clock.
Nice.
And start the presentations, the judging,
Right, yeah, okay. I was thinking it's midday for me, but of course it's 10 a.m. for you. So yes. People haven't got quite to the sort of wide-eyed panic stage yet. Okay, that's good.
Yep. Cool. Let's walk around and meet some people.
Yeah, let's do it.
And if my audio goes funny halfway through this, just let me know. Here, look.
Yeah, right.
We're going to go talk to Danny. But you can see these cool beanbag chairs. Another excellent Capital Factory feature.
Those are Texan beanbags.
Hey, Danny.
Sure.
You want to tell us about your project?
Sure.
This is Danny, everyone.
Hi, Danny. I'm Matt.
We are up here talking to. Do you have a team name?
Not yet.
Nope. Okay.
But there's 3 of us, And me is a UX designer, so I don't have much background in Python or data science. But
she says that, yet she's running Jupyter Notebooks and running machine learning.
Yeah.
Yeah, but two of my team members are fantastic. They are good data scientists. So.
Cool. What's the project?
So we are looking for how women recommend clothing products. So we have the data of reviews from customers shopping on the shopping sites, and each data entry will include like review text, review title, and what's the rating on each product, and what if we recommend or not.
Cool.
So you would like to improve the recommendations or find new ways to make recommendations, or what's the sort of
looking for some relationship between the data, like what's woman age will impact their decision on the recommendation on the products, and what if like if we want to come up a new product, a new clothing, what we should consider, like some bad like factors will influence people's decision on the product.
Cool. Any thoughts on the presentation yet? It's still a little early.
So I am exploring bouquet.
Oh, yes.
So I'm trying to visualize some data we
Cool. Well, we look forward to seeing it. We're going to try to do another film and a live recording when we do.
Nice.
So we'll be able to see your product.
Oh yeah, cool, awesome. Well, good luck, Danny. Thanks for sharing. I think your team name needs to have something to do with beanbags in it.
Yes.
Right.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Let me try.
Well, Ethan will be interested in that one, I should think.
Yeah, I think so. So we actually used some of Diego's code to set up a little repo with some stem cells of a Flask app that people can use to make interactive presentations.
And where do they get their data, or are they some of that team working in retail?
So this event is BYOD.
Okay.
And people actually did a really good job of bringing bunches of data sets. So people are working with weather data. Well, actually, I'm not going to spoil it, but lots of cool data. Hey, guys.
Hi.
Do you have a second to get on the podcast and tell us about your project?
Yeah, sure.
How can I best do this?
Maybe let's move something.
Cool. All right. So this
Hello.
Hi, Matt.
We're live on air right now, and we're just trying to figure out what's going on around the event and see what people are working on.
Yeah, sure.
Awesome.
So tell us about your project. What are you doing?
So we're working on an application that uses machine learning and natural processing. What we want to do is to help people find creative recipes. So let's say you're thinking in the evening, you're thinking, oh, I'd like to cook something. I'm feeling chicken-ish. So I don't necessarily Google. Yeah, chicken-ish.
Okay.
So Google, what most people do is they type in Google and they type chicken and you get 1,000 recipes for chicken. But you might not necessarily want chicken. Maybe you want like turkey or some other type of white meat. So what our app does is it proposes you like chicken, instead of chicken recipes, it proposes chicken-ish recipes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fuzzy chicken matching.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and what sort of data did you come with, or are you doing that kind of on the fly with Google searches and things? How are you doing that?
No, so we found the data set containing 12,000 recipes on Kaggle, and I think they compiled it from old recipes, but I'm not sure. Oh, Epicurious.
Cool.
So it contains 12,000 recipes, and then we've trained all of those recipes into kind of machine learning module that can recognize similarity between recipes, but also similarity between what the user types and the current recipe database.
Are you using Word2Vec?
Yeah.
Cool. I think I overheard you guys yesterday talking about Doc2Vec. Did you end up using that?
No, in the end we decided to use the average of every single word in the recipe. So we're creating aggregated, like based on, we decided to use the directions. And so the directions will contain one word more often. So if you're doing something with chicken compared to something with chicken stock, chicken stock will only occur once, but chicken will occur like many times. So therefore we get good results. Yeah.
Cool.
Right. Very cool.
On the presentation style, still pretty early on today, I know.
We're working on translating the data into a Django app,
Yes.
like as we speak. And so we'll at least have something that the user can use as
Sweet.
if it were live. And then we're going to talk about where we want to go with this project.
Awesome. I love it. I've been playing with Django recently, and it's amazing. Cool. Thanks for sharing your project with us.
Thank you.
We're going
Yeah.
to
Good luck with it.
walk them around the room.
Bye, Matt.
Bye. Oh, that sounds really cool.
Yeah. Look at this. Okay, so we have a serendipitous moment here where the organizers
Oh, hi, Caitlin.
and they're
Hi.
together. So I don't know if you've met Lynn Pozick on your left.
Hi.
She is the co-founder of Expiro, and she's helping us run the event and give product guidance and talk about cool things happening in machine learning.
Yeah.
How's the event going so far?
Great. Got about 60 women here. Everybody's here, engaged, and they're working on everything. Ideas from weather predictions for events to sound for art installations, and lots of cool ideas. Looking forward to this afternoon and the presentations.
It's going to be good.
Yeah.
It's actually, some of these teams are preparing some really cool stuff. Presentations going to be great. And of course, you know Caitlin.
Yeah, well,
What's happening?
What's on this medium? Episode 68. I just looked it up.
Oh.
If anyone's listening and wants to see Caitlin, the show we did with Caitlin. Nice to see you again.
What are you working on?
I am training a neural net right now. So I'm working on a tutorial for language generating neural nets, which I haven't done yet. So I'm just kind of hanging out, reading some articles while it's training.
What
Nice.
language
So are you in a team as well, or are you kind of floating?
Just floating around.
Yeah, nice.
What corpus are you training on?
I'm training on podcast data. So I was able to get some crowdsourced transcripts of a podcast. And so I'm training to try to create an episode of that podcast.
Very cool.
You hear that?
Sounds like fun. Yeah, I did. Yeah, that sounds great.
Podcast on the podcast.
Yeah.
That's right. So meta.
Super meta today.
We can put ourselves out of a job, man. Okay, we're going to go talk to the teams.
All right, have fun, you guys.
There's Capital Industries logo in the background again.
Yeah, that is a substantial logo. I remember I did actually, when we visited Capital Factory earlier this year for that meetup, I did go into that room looking for the meetup initially, and it looked really, really nice. Very cool space.
Cool. Let me see if we can interrupt some folks over here. Hey guys, we are recording a podcast live right now, and we're talking about what everybody's doing for their projects. You want to be on board? Sweet. Hey, this is my friend Matt.
Well, now already. Hello.
Very hard to get this camera right. I can't aim. Okay, there we go.
Nice.
So what are you guys working on? What project are you working on?
So we're working with a Kaggle data set that has tumor data. So we're sort of doing two different things. Classification of basically using abstracts from scientific papers to classify the tumors, but then also doing sort of a natural language text extraction that will identify key genes and variants in the text.
That's awesome.
Having the text, yeah.
It's a
Very cool.
competition that was proposed because molecular pathologists have to read these themselves. They're like 6,000 words per document, literally manually input them into this knowledge database.
Awesome. Cool. Any thoughts on a presentation style?
Well, I think we were going with PowerPoint, but also like maybe a live web demo.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
Trying.
Sounds like a really cool project. I look forward to seeing it.
Thank you.
Yeah, bold. Love it.
See you guys. Okay, we're going to go sneak around the corner now. I'll go take you on the tour around the front. There's another classroom or another space back here where we have another set of teams. You can see our breakfast from this morning. Delicious. Yes.
Nice. Yeah, I love that idea of sort of for scientific images in general, captioning and keyword extraction. That's kind of an interesting challenge for things like there's lots of things you could do in geoscience, thin sections, outcrop photos.
Yes, indeed.
Stuff like advertisement data.
We're recording a podcast, and we want to hear about your project. How am I going to do this? Wait, I'm going to be too far away. Wait, that's the other side.
Oh God, I think I'm going to be
wider angle camera.
Hi, everyone.
This is Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Hi.
Can you hear, Matt?
Yeah, I can hear perfectly.
Cool. So tell us about your project. What are you working on?
Oh, right. So we're making an event planning optimization tool that looks at weather data from the past and tries to predict what the weather will be in the future. So when people plan events, to figure out should it be indoor or outdoor, or should it be prepared.
I love that. That sounds great. And so what sort of data have you brought to attack that problem with?
Apparently there's tons of climate data out there.
Yeah.
Wonderground. Weather underground, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And what do they also record, like what actually happened as well as the forecast? I guess they must do. So there's like, here's what we said was going to happen ahead of the time, and then here's what actually happened on that date.
Actuals?
All we have is actuals. I don't know if we have their forecasts. Right now, all we have is historical actuals.
Right, I see. Cool. So so the model would essentially just learn geography and weather patterns. You wouldn't feed in any current data and say, well, the forecast right now says it's going to be raining next Tuesday, but what's most likely to happen given that? That sounds hard.
Right now, we're not using any current, just the historical to predict this time of year. And right now, we've limited it to 6 cities.
Right, nice.
I'm particularly interested to hear about your team's presentation because they have a ringer of a front-end developer who's Leslie Xero doing front-end.
Right now, it looks like this, so that's pretty awesome.
Nice. It says.
I have an event.
Cool. So it's going to be an app? It's going to be a web app?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the idea is that this would be marketed to vendors at venues. So if they have an existing website, it's a little widget that they could add that could help people plan. And then eventually they could use it to perhaps add premiums on certain dates, depending on demand and predicted weather. So if they know that June 15th is always going to be a sunny day with 75 degrees and light wind, then they're going to put a 15% premium on that weekend.
Nice.
Or something.
Nice.
So,
cool.
and it could also be the end user, they want to plan an event. Should I try to make it inside or outside?
Yes, indeed. Cool. Okay. Well, I won't interrupt you any longer.
Very nice. Good luck with that. Sounds awesome. Look forward to if Graham streams the demos, I'll watch that.
Yes, I will try.
Is that your plan? Is that what you're going to do?
It is my plan. We're going to try to gather some cameras and do that.
All right.
Hey, guys. We are live streaming a podcast right now.
Is this your Unsampled?
Undersampled radio. Yes, indeed.
Hello.
Hello. I'm Matt.
My co-host on the show. Can you see people? It's hard for me to aim.
Yep.
Yeah. So what's your project?
So we are doing a volatility, what do I want to call it? Someone had a better name for it, a sentiment.
A volatility measure of comments on Reddit.
We're starting, our sampling is coming from Reddit, but the product has generalized purpose beyond Reddit.
Yeah, we're hoping.
Cool. What's the end user?
So end users probably project managers, HR, or people on the internet that don't like being in toxic conversations.
Yeah. Like everyone.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it would be like a warning or a red flag or something. That like volatility is sort of grossness, is it, or something?
And the way we're quantifying it right now is by an oversimplification of it, but the count of the number of angry words people use And then because it's Reddit, we're, figuring that out by the user. So basically, how many angry users are there in this conversation? And then the way I see it as a completed product would be like a Chrome extension.
Oh, yeah.
That you could, as you browse the internet and see, hey, this conversation here, there's like 7 angry people in this conversation. Maybe I don't want to engage.
Yeah.
Right. I've noticed Twitter has this relatively new feature where they sort of say, do you want to see other things in this thread that might contain offensive things? And sometimes I'll come across that, in a sort of scientific discussion or whatever. And I'm like, what on earth could be in there? And you click on it and there's nothing offensive at all about it. It seems like it just seems random whether it catches things or not. So it seems like no one's really figured that out yet. So it's a cool problem.
Well, Twitter's still training then, eh?
Yes, I mean, there's a lot of false positives.
Right. Cool. You have a presentation plan put together?
We're going to work on that today.
Awesome. Good. Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, we look forward to seeing it. And
good luck. Humanity needs your app.
Thank you.
All right. There's one more team in here. I'm going to try to sneak over here.
There's extra in terms of the structure.
That's awesome. I like some of the teams are obviously thinking really big. I like that.
Yes, indeed. So let me introduce you to my friend Matt, who is on the podcast live right now. So we're just trying to get a sense of what everyone is doing. So tell us about your project.
So we're answering the IBM's call for code to help with natural disaster prevention, which is not what we're participating, or kind of like limiting the impacts of what happens after a natural disaster. So that is the premise of what we're doing. And when we decided we wanted to do that, we were like, okay, now what data are we going to use and what are we going to do? This is kind of funny. So like maybe 5 months ago, I posted a picture just of my computer and a glass of wine being like trolling for data on a Friday night on the open data market. And this woman, this is like why Twitter is so awesome. This woman writes me and is like, do you need fire data? And I'm like, no, not right now. But thank you. And so anyways, I reached back out to her and she works for the state fire marshal of Kansas. And she gave us all the data, taught us everything about the data she curates. And we're going to use that in the case of a storm to predict what other fires may occur. So to help with a recommendation and preventions that could happen, any recommendations that we can give to prevent additional load on the fire department during a natural disaster.
That's awesome. That's heavy duty.
Yeah, very cool. Just give me the name of the call for code again, because I think our listeners will be interested in that.
If you search for call for code, you can use it online. It's open for public.
Okay. And what was the organization that?
IBM.
IBM is.
Oh, right. Okay. IBM. Yeah, I did see that.
But
Cool.
it's open to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Do you guys have a presentation plan put together yet?
We'll be working on that today.
Good.
We have some ideas.
Awesome. Sounds great.
We spent like 80% of our time so far data wrangling, so basically the dream.
Yeah, that's it. Cool. Thanks,
Awesome.
guys.
Yeah, thanks. Good luck.
Keep it up. Hey, oh, look who just walked in.
Ah, look at that. How's it going? Because everybody's in Austin right now. It's
everyone is
kind of killing me.
When are you coming down?
Yeah. But have you seen Chris Jackson on this trip?
Is Chris here right now?
Chris is there. Yeah, another friend of mine. Actually, there's a bunch of people from Equinor there, but
Chris is here for a month, I believe, huh?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, we'll have to.
Very cool. That's awesome. So funny seeing you there, David.
Another day, another hackathon.
Yeah.
Quick trip.
What a life. What a life.
Cool. So I think what we'll do is later on today, we will try to live stream presentations. So tune back in on Undersampled Radio channel if you're interested in seeing all of that. David is a judge.
I would like to see that.
Going to be good.
I will definitely try and tune back in. So the presentations will be starting at like 3:15 CDT, something like that.
Yep.
And how many teams are there? Like 10, 12?
Yeah, I think there's about 10.
Right, cool. So it's going to go on for an hour and a half or so.
Yep. It's going to be awesome.
Well, I might not catch all of it, but I'll catch as much of it as I can.
That's okay. It'll be recorded in the annals of history /
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Awesome.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for the tour. Have fun the rest of the day. Don't eat too many tacos.
There haven't been any tacos yet.
What's going on?
Yeah, that's a good point. We had tacos at the boot camp.
Okay.
That doesn't help, does it?
So thanks for joining us. Undersampled Radio. See you in 4 hours.
Okay, awesome. Bye, everyone.
Cheers, man.